4 minutes late this morning. That's okay. It's not too late. My apologies. I was trying to find the image. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, it's fine. I'm going to go by memory again today, and it's celebrations. So I'm going to do one of those big pieces that I like doing. I have mine on the wall. I put them on the wall, but I do have one, and I will just show you, similar to this, and a lot of you will recognize the image from what I've done before. This one is actually from my birthday. I think we had a session and we just added images to one image and made a picture. So I'm going to do a celebration. I'm going to do a table setting celebration of a gathering of all my favorite people. That probably will include family and friends and be unrecognizable, but that's okay. And I was trying to find also before I came on here, and I can't find them, but I know that they are here in the vicinity. The acrylics that I had in my little pot. I've been moving things around. We had class yesterday. So yeah, if I can't find them, I can't find them. I have a big piece of paper under here, which I'm going to be working on. And I do have acrylic gouache, thanks to Scott. So I'm going to probably use acrylic gouache for some of it. I also have acrylics and mixed media. So it's going to be a little bit of everything. So today's prompt, like I said, is celebration. What are you doing for your celebration today? And good morning, C. And hi, Nanette. And oh, thank you, Amy. Yeah, this one's going to be bright as well. I figure it would be nice to. The only sad thing is that I won't be doing it in my book, but that's okay because I think I only have 1, 2, 3. I have 3 pages here, so I can do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in my book with you guys next week. And then I do have to catch up on a couple, so that's all right. It's okay to miss a few days. Hi, bonjour, Hippo. Let me just get another thing of water. I've been filling my, you can see my syringe. I've been filling my fountain pen that I got from Scott. I filled that up yesterday. I designed some stickers for which I may publish. No, I'm not going to publish yet because they're coming to Oaxaca with me, so I am going to do that. Let me just get rid of some of this mess over here so that I have more space. I think I'm going to have to use acrylic white because acrylic white already. Good morning, Laura. How are you? Hi, Michelle. Good morning. Not sure what to paint yet. I know it's a celebration, and I didn't put a picture in there because I'm going to be going from memory again. It's better sometimes that I don't have an image in front of me for my specific piece, but yeah, if you are working from an image, that's great. I did see some celebration images, and it's always nice seeing your pictures, everybody. So I'm going to just get another thing of water and then I'll get started. I think we got about 20 centimeters of snow yesterday. It's beautiful. Really, really pretty. I've been taking lots of video as I've been walking, so I got to make a little reel today because I thought, oh, that'll be nice just to add. And you can see how the snow gets. Yeah, I just love it, all the crunchiness as well, because it's so cold. The snow has a nice crunch to it. Before we know it, it'll be gone. And then, you know, then we'll be complaining about the heat. So there's always something. But I do like the warm weather. All right, I'm going to put these to the side because I probably will use them. And I am going to put my iPad to the side because I don't need that. Good morning, Joanne. How are you? Yeah, let me know what you're doing in your celebration. I have pencil cases that I really don't need close by. Lots of things that have just, there's a lot going on right now. Oh, and I just sent out, you probably saw that too. I just sent out an email. I think everybody should have got it, with the registration for the Walk for Peace for Monday, and also a link to our paint and draw sessions, so that if you haven't registered for later on today and you want to come to Natasha and my Soulful Journey painting session, that's at 3 p.m. this afternoon. So the link is there for that one too. I've updated everything. Let me know if things don't work, because, you know, I like when things work and sometimes they don't work. So it'll be good to know if things are not working. All right, I think I have enough room. I'm moving this over here, moving my ink over here as well. Good morning, Meryl. Nanette says, I'll do my daughter's 40th birthday celebration from last year. Perfect. You know, the celebration images make really nice gift cards as well. So I do like doing them for gift cards. I think in February I need to sit down and look at what images I have and clean them up and make some gift cards. I signed up to an art fair at our local art fair, so similar to the one that I did, but this is the spring one. So I signed up for that, which means that I have to get some things ready. Okay, let's put this over here because I'm gonna have to have some space. Good morning, Tammy. How are you? Yeah, let me know what everybody's doing. I have some nice bright colors that I think I will add. One of the images that I did, it's too bad. I mean, it's not too bad that they're all framed and they're all in my dining room. I have 4 of them framed in my dining room, of these celebration images in big frames, and I really love them. I'd probably do a 100-day project of just this, but oh, and the 100-day project is coming out February 22nd. Make a note. Are you doing anything? Do you want to do anything? Are you not doing it this year? Would love to know. I think I'm going to have another Zoom with Michelle Allen about the 100-day project, because she finished hers. It wasn't in 100 days, but she did 100 days, 100 images of her project. So I think that still counts. My balancing act. I'm getting my balancing act into gear here. Okay. I may just tape this. I don't usually tape it, but I think I may tape it. I just got to make sure that I don't have too much stickiness on it, that it wrecks the paper underneath. Tammy says, I usually do trading cards. Not sure if I'll do that or something else next year. Is that the 3, is it 3 by 5 or 2.5 by 5 or 2.5 by 3? What size is that, Tammy? I know what you mean because I have seen people doing them. I think one of the ladies who came to Oaxaca last year, she does trading cards as well. They're the artist trading cards. All right. Oops, sorry. Just knocked my camera. So just trying to get it even. Two and a half by 3.5. Okay. I think my dog has been lying on my sweater, which I can see why, because I left it on the sofa. So she probably snuggled up to it. Okay, going to move that and move this down a little bit. It looks so narrow. I wonder if my other papers were different sizes. Were they the same size as this? That's the size of the image that I want, so that's good. It seems very long. All right. I have some bright opera red, which I'm going to be using, and I'm going to mix in some Lumi yellow. The Lumis are really nice. This one's has a little bit of thickness to it. These are the Turner, and I did, if you remember, I had an orange one, but I'm going to make my own orange. I'm going to get the sketch down first, but first I'm going to scrape on this color and get a nice bright background. Let's see if I've got a scraper that doesn't have paint. Oops, paint on the side. Oops. It's got to be flat. This one's pretty good. All the others are pretty chunky. Okay. Actually, let's just take a little bit of water in there. It is a bit goopy. This is where the craft acrylics are great for scraping because they're the perfect consistency. The bright orangey pink is super motivating. It is. I do love this color. I do love the scraping method too. because then I can pretty much start straight away. The only bit that really isn't dry is just here. So I'm going to take a darker, actually I'm going to take my pink and make it a little bit more pink in some areas. This may do my head in a little bit, for a little bit. May not be pink enough, we'll see. I think that's okay. So I like sketching out my scene quickly, and then I can come back in and refine. And I usually pick a certain shape chair. For all of them, they seem to have been a little different. Oh, I hear a little pitter-patter of feet. Good morning, Piper. She is awake. I probably can't go too much over 8 o'clock today, because I'm going to have to take her out. All right, let me just close the door. One, go. Good morning, Reb. How are you? Today is celebration, so I'm painting a table scene because I like painting the table scenes. I think this time I'm going to go about it a little bit differently and get some blocks of colors in that I want to get in first, like for example the floor, etc. And I do love that blue. Maybe I should pick a bit of a palette so that I don't, I mean, I do love this bloomy yellow. I'm going to have some, the loomy yellow needs to be used, so I'm definitely going to use the loomy yellow on some things. Maybe on the tablecloth it can have a glaze of loomy yellow. Just make it a little bit brighter, and then I can put a pattern on top. So yeah, so I've released the links, the Luma links for this Saturday, painting with Lou. We're going to Arizona, and if you haven't registered for this afternoon, that is with Natasha Cross from the Artist Toolbox, and it's a soulful journey. So we're visiting ancient ruins and of many places that either I have been to or she has been to. And it's just going to be a very nice, relaxing drawing session this afternoon. So that is at 3 p.m. Eastern. And Lou's is at 3 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. I know that Beth Spencer has a session at 2 p.m. I want to say, or maybe it's at 3 p.m. She's doing her drawing to music session. And well, Melissa has her session tonight at 7 and is drawing Dick Van Dyke. And then on Monday is a busy day because we have the Hobonichi Club in the morning at 10, and then at 3 we have the Walk for Peace session. So I've added that if anybody is interested in signing up for that or registering. Okay, these colors may be a bit too much in the morning. What do you think? For me, they're like super bright. I don't know if it's translating on YouTube to be this bright, but it's quite crazy. All right, let's get some floor in here. I'm going to use some of this blue because I love it. Love it, love it. And then I am going to make those walls a little bit more cabin-like. Let's do that first. And today Piper has her injections, her yearly injections. I gotta take her to the vet today. It's just a busy day. Okay. There is a brown that I can actually use so I don't have to mix a color. It's kind of nice sometimes. Oh, thank you, Susan. Hi, good morning. How are you? I want to try and keep, actually I have to mix it. I can't just have it pure out of there. That didn't work very well. I'm going to mix it into a darker brown. I want to try and keep some of the pink that I put on as well. And there are going to be people here. Actually, that doesn't make sense to have that there. I can take that away. I could actually fill in the back here because then I know it's covered. A little crazy, the colours this morning, but of the ones that I have hanging up on the wall, they're my favorite, the ones that are a little bit crazy, so I think I should just go with the colors that I love, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, I didn't put anything there. Let's put a frame. I'm gonna put it on the outside here. On a very straight line. Slightly lighter tone. So any ideas for your 100-day project? I think when you're doing the 100 project, the one easy thing to start with is your substrate. So what you are going to put your 100-day project on or in. And I feel like that is key to completing your 100-day project. Whether you dedicate a sketchbook to it, whether you cut out 100 pieces of paper, whether you make a sketchbook for it, I think that is something that really has helped me in the past, just keeping on track with that. Hello Lisa, how are you? And hi Scott, good morning. Amy says the negative space as yellow seems unlikely but works. Yeah, we'll see. It's this is where I can clean up some of these shapes as well. I love this color. Thank you, Scott, for these paints. I am loving them. They're so fun, so opaque. I know that I'm going to have a figure here, so I'm just going over, and I should have put yellow there too, but there's going to be a figure there. My very skew-iffy. I mean, I would like a teal floor, wouldn't you? That would be quite nice. I wonder if the paper that I had upstairs was a little bit bigger. I feel like the pictures upstairs are much bigger than these. C says, I'm going to continue the dove of peace and mostly collage. Ooh, lovely. That'll be really nice. Yes, thank you so much, Scott. It's fantastic. Yeah, this came off, so I've been using it as a palette. Because they dry, I guess I just thought, oh, you know what, I can just use that. Let's come across. I have a tablecloth from Marimekko, and it is it's my mum's old one. It's beautiful, and I can't remember exactly the pattern, so I'm just going to just kind of think about what it looks like in general and the colors, and then put it on here. The background of the oh, I didn't need to put that on. That's so weird. Okay. The background is white. Usually I wanted to have this brilliance in here, which you get if you are like, it doesn't, yeah, it doesn't show on the screen the same way. Okay, that's a chair, a little bit of a triangle here. Like I said, there are going to be people sitting here, so I am going over places that probably don't need to be gone over. But it just helps me organize the whole thing, because if not, I get confused. I'm going to put just a line underneath here. Okay, let's get the pattern on. Probably have to use a smaller brush. Maybe not. Maybe I'll use a bigger brush and then I'll get it on faster. Tammy says a lot of times I do dogs on my art trading cards. I'm seeing so many birds here right now. I'm thinking of local birds. It's also around the time of yearly bird count. So they will be on my mind already. There's an Instagram page and also a website. Oh, for the 100-Day Project? Yes. There is also there's also a Substack. I'm going to be linking it because I'll be talking about it a little bit more. Oh, I don't even have any water in this one. I thought I had 2 pots of water on my table. So you'll do it along with your February challenge. Oh, it starts on the 22nd. It's usually more a personal like I won't do it in the mornings, Michelle. Like I usually do it as a side thing, you know, because you can find time for everything if you want to. Yeah, I've been doing it for so many years, so have a lot of us. It's yeah, I like it. Like I focused on Mexico when I came back from Mexico, so I did 100 days of Mexico. I've done birds and bowls. And the birds and bowls actually that was a bit of a ridiculous year. We did like I did birds and bowls, and then I had the little black dress, and the black dress was also part of, like, it was what I was wearing daily. It was a 100-day challenge of this little wool dress that a lot of people bought into. Actually, some people, that's how they found me, which is really funny. Yeah, so it's a company called Wool & Co, and they were sending out a challenge to people to wear their black dress or to wear their Wool & Co for 100 days. Yeah, we did it. We did it. It was through COVID. It was 2021, and you know, it was lockdown. It was winter, so it was doable because, and I think their whole theory is that you don't need a big wardrobe, and wool is very sustainable and eco-friendly, and you don't have to wash it all the time. Like, I think I washed my dress maybe 3 times in that whole 100 days, which sounds really gross, but I mean, it's like you don't wash a wool sweater that you have on either. Did anybody else here do the 100-day wool challenge? Then I've done 100 hands. I've done, yeah, the bird and bowl was a good one. I did oil pastels. That was hard because I don't love oil pastels, but maybe I'll love them a little bit more. Maybe I need to bring them out again now that I've found a tool to keep the mess away. Susan says, see, I love your doves of peace. Collage will be fun and beautiful. Yeah, so like C's doves. And Jen, she did chairs. She did 100 chairs. C's doves, they're all the same shape. And then she collages or paints them. So you could make a stencil of something and go with that. Oops. And you know, I'm not going to be finishing this one. I feel like I need a very muted, which is funny, a very muted and neutral landscape up here, like a moody scene. C says, it will be my 300 series. Oh my goodness, amazing. I was thinking about doing portraits. And could do portraits of peacemakers around the world. I was thinking that would be great to honor those figureheads that have brought peace into the world, because I think, you know, we need to celebrate people who are doing really great things in this world instead of focusing on the awful people that are doing awful things around the world. So I thought that would be a really nice project as well. You have to, like when you're doing 100 days of something, you have to be committed in your heart as well as, you know, your time to do it. It's not for you to get stressed about, but if you're really excited about something, it's so much easier to do it. Scott says, I did hands, but I think I need to do hands again. I'm doing a smaller size this time. That's a good idea. And Scott says, I love the pattern on the table and the definition it brings to the perspective. Yeah, I could have done it a little bit better with the perspective, but these table images that I do, like the celebration images, they are all out of whack, which I kind of like. That I don't have to worry about, you know, making it look real perspective wise either. I mean, 100 table views as well. I would love to do that, but I just bought my substrate, so I'm not. But then I would love to do 100 greenhouses. I've been saying that for years, haven't I? 100 greenhouses from all around the world, like botanical greenhouse garden. Oh, that would be amazing. Oh, there's so many things that you could do. I mean, Michelle, you're kind of doing already a project where you're looking at all the old buildings in your town. I need to plan for February when I get back some sessions. So if Michelle, you have some photos and you want to do a session, Scott, if you got any photos. Tammy says, I love the idea of peacemakers. Yeah, I think that may be it. I think it would be nice to dive into something like that. Okay, I need some white. Do I need white, or can I use other colors too? Maybe I have an extra white in here. Nope, I have black, yellow. Oh, I do have a white. Let's use this up. Scott says, I think I'm really picky. I take some and then delete them. I have like 3 that I need to give 5 more. Yeah, but we can also, like, if you're happy with 5, for example, Scott, we could just do 5. Like, we can just have a slower paced session. It doesn't have to be as fast. We can just focus on those. Yeah, a bit goopy this white. It's okay. Okay. Amy says Wangari Maathai is a Nobel Prize winner. She planted 1 million trees. Ooh, I'm going to write her down. Let me write her down before the chat disappears, and I don't have my book down here, so I'm writing on a piece of paper, which I will take up with me. Oh, Susan says, I read Wangari's book. It was amazing. And Michelle says, I can definitely do Port Washington. Okay, fantastic. So we'll do a San Antonio and we'll do a Port Washington when I get back. That would be great. All right, so I'm going to get a little bit more of the pattern on here because that's not finished, and I do want some white because I want to lighten up some areas. So this is just acrylic. Thank you, Hippo. I'm going to go as long as Miss Piper doesn't bug me. I think she just heard her name. See, I want plates on there too, and this is too goopy. Let's just scrape that off. I don't like wasting the paint. So if I put this all in the water, it's a shame. I need a smaller paintbrush. Actually, that is a little bit more like a, oops, oh dear, a line brush. Sometimes a pattern just needs a bit of splitting up. Or I see it as a little friend to add some extra pizzazz. And that brings in the blue as well, which helps, I think, a little bit. I'm going to actually use this color before it dries and just put whoever's sitting here is gonna have blue trousers on. And I like to make these people a little bit distorted as well. A lot of times all this gets hidden. Oh, I should wait until that dries maybe. Okay, I do have to do something before I start doing all the people. And I understand if you have to go because it is time. So if you do have to go, thank you for joining. It is going to be a little bit crazy. Okay, so I need to get, I mean, it's a celebration, so they need food and they need plates. Proportions are a little bit off in this one. There's a chair out there, so there is a person here. That's why I should have put this underneath. And you can see that this is just regular acrylic, and hence it is not as covering. But I can go over another layer, so I'll do that. Just get some clouds up in the sky up here. Sue says, wow, look at these cheerful colors. Very welcome on this very gray day. Gotta keep you all cheerful. Okay, so I really did push these two chairs in. I think I'm just gonna leave this area and have no one there. And then I do need somebody here. So let's take the orange that I was using for the main. You can see how different it looks when you put it over in a solid form, whereas if you're scraping it, it looks so different. what's fun about an image like this is that you can just play around so much with pattern. And I'm going to put the other leg under here. And then I'll probably use some neo colors as well to go over. Make this green a little bit darker. It's winter, so they're all wearing like sweaters and polo necks. Do you guys call them polo necks in America? Turtlenecks? Polo necks? I call them polo necks. Thank you, Amy. She says, really love this topic and amazing bright colors. If Feb is family, may need to do one of these. You should definitely do one of these for family February. Yes, that will be sent out soon, everybody. The if you missed yet last Friday's Zoom session and you're part of our club, let me know, just message me and I'll send you the replay, because I did show some images. We are doing Family February again. We've been doing it, I've been doing it since 2019. It's a really lovely way to reflect on your family, whether it is through photos or through objects. But this year, lovely Zoe had a great idea to compile almost like a vision board, but with objects, and of 28 different objects that you can relate to your family, like that can be related to your family, have whether it's history or whether it's something that you have bought that's always on your shelf, or maybe it's a book that everybody has read, or maybe it's a teapot that has been passed down by your grandma, or so. Let me know if you didn't get that recording and I will send it out to you, or if you weren't there on the Friday, because it just explains a lot better what I'm trying to say and what we're going to be doing together. So I think it's yeah, one that you could re-look at, revisit. Nanette says turtleneck. Sometimes you can see under and sometimes you can't, so I'm going to put one more person here. That chair looks like it's too pushed in to have anyone there. And I'm going to mix my green and my red and get a nice dark brown. like the little pops of color that you can see through the like the chairs and things like that. So I don't think I'll do one here either. So now I'm going to mix for my, can you hear my belly? My belly is grumbling this morning. Mix some colors of skin tones. Need my orange here. I mean, sometimes in the past they've had green faces. I can put the hair in there as well. My hair would be good to have there. Oh, and I have to remember to do hands as well if I'm doing faces and that sort of thing that I can see. I can put the hand into. Not the best brush for doing small details. They all look like they've got mittens on. No, they won't once I put other things in. Working over the top with acrylic markers is a good idea as well, so I may do that. Hippo says in French we say col roulé. Oh, col roulé, rolled collar. That's smart, because it is really a rolled collar. For sure. For sure, for sure. There you go. We've learned a new French word today. Col roulé. J'avais un col roulé sur le, how do you say my body? Sur mon corps, right? No. No, I can make up French words too. My French has to get better. I've been listening to Spanish, getting ready for Mexico next week. Okay. Tammy says, thank you, have a great day. I'm off to take my daughter to the airport. Oh, wish her a safe trip. Safe travels. Have a good day. Yeah, that's the only thing with acrylic wash is that they dry so quickly. Okay, I need a little bit more yellow to get some peaches in. My belly. Some peachy skin. Oh, that went a bit brown. I guess my brush is still dirty. That's okay. This color, a little bit of white. go over those plates, make them brighter, put a couple of bowls in the middle, and then everything else will be detail, which I think probably will be done with markers, acrylic markers or neo colors. I like the acrylic markers because I can go over and do some little details. I have the grabbies, and then I have also the Sharpies I could use. And just bring it all together. Oh, that water is so dirty. Okay, let's make some more dark brown, almost like a purple. Don't forget that it is Melissa's art hang party today at 7 p.m. and then we will also be live on Zoom, Natasha and I, and for a lovely drawing session at 3 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to join us, go over to my Substack. All the links are in the description here in this one. So you can go over and register for all the sessions that we've got going on. You want to become a BlueshineArt member and enjoy multiple sessions per month. This month has been a little bit crazy. I know it has. And like, you know, some people will probably think, oh my God, that's so many drawing sessions. But you don't have to do them all because they're recorded. So you can just save them, which is the idea of what I wanted, because I know that because I'm not going to be here for a couple of weeks, it'll be nice for you to go back and revisit some of them. And I have opened up the Another World so you can, you know, enjoy a lot of other places around the world with that session, with that Padlet. Actually, I'm going to put long hair on this one. So fun. You can dress these people how you want to dress them. You can give them long hair, short hair. Okay, and just this person here. I've had blonde hair. There's no blondies in this group. Maybe I'll change that one to blonde. It doesn't have hands either, so I better give him hands. put a tiny pattern on the back here. Oh, that one, I should have missed that one. Oh, there's so much to do with this one. Definitely not an hour painting. I'll be putting things on the mantle. I will be putting things on the table. Yeah. And also decorating their wonderful outfits that usually have patterns on as well. See if I can use some color here. Let's just get... Sometimes when you have a bright and then you have a neutral, I really like that, so... Bye, Hippo. Yes, I will post the final, don't worry. Bye, everybody. Have a really good day. I do need to go as well. Have they just started dinner? Are they just finishing? I think we're going to put maybe a cake in the center. And a teapot. And then they need mugs as well. Stripes are a great way to express form and shape. Yeah, two have their hands on their belly like they're full. I think, yeah, I think you're right. I think they are full. Maybe I'll put some crumbs on the plates or something like that. I'm gonna just put a big plate here in the center. And I'm gonna put as much paint on this piece as I can using the paints that I've got, just so that when I come back to it, it'll all be dry. Oh, I forgot to put details on this one. I'll do that. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see some of you later. Huh. His face got a little bit funny. Bye. Thank you, Martina. Thanks, Scott. Have a good day. It's amazing how much you get in a small piece and how you just take it out of your head. Yeah, it's fun to explore what you have in your head. I'm not going to take this off until later. I'll do a time lapse and finish it. Take care, everybody. Bye.